Hi sweet souls, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a new pick a card reading. I thought it'd be nice to do since it is May 1st today, so we can kick off the month with a new monthly prediction. I have 4 groups here you can choose intuitively. Group 1, we have a pretty aquamarine kind of point tower, calming and communicative, hopeful energy. Group number 2, we have a pretty carnelian crystal, sparking that creativity and inspiration, passion. Group number 3, we have a very pretty rose quartz heart, love, kindness, and just healing energy there. And group number 4, we have a pretty golden healer moon, all about warmth and balance and a little bit of that nice manifestation energy. So those are the 4 groups I have for you today. Feel free to click on the timestamp below and I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hi group 1 and welcome to your reading. We have your aquamarine crystal here. Very pretty. I'm just gonna pop that over there. And thank you so much for joining me for this reading. May predictions, exciting month of May. Lots of nice sunshine coming in. Just a nice transition, like a bridge over into summer. So yeah, I hope you're feeling good. And I hope your month goes well as well. Happy birthday to all the Tauruses out there. Shout out to you. The way I'm going to structure your reading is I'm going to go through categories. So kind of different areas, I guess, career, finance, sometimes they tie in together. And then love, just kind of personal and self-growth. And then, we'll see what we have for all those different categories, areas of your life. But let's get your career. We're starting off with career. Okay, we have 10 of Pentacles. Wow, really nice. Seems like a good 10 of Pentacles, very good card. Financially as well. So your career, you might be really have been built up. This might have been a long time coming where you're finally I guess kind of fruits of labor. It's kind of like 9 of Pentacles, but I feel like you've been at the 9 of Pentacles stage and now you're kind of in the 10 of Pentacles stage where you're reaping all the benefits. So that's kind of nice for your career wise, I guess. As well, if you are up for any promotions, I feel like that might bring about a nice bonus as well. Just a lot of success, I guess, a lot of recognition, perhaps. 10 of Pentacles, very nice for that, especially career-wise, especially monetarily. So I guess we should have picked, we should have shuffled for your finances as well, but it seems like they're both tied hand in hand and they're both doing together, they're both great. So that's a good sign. And I think it's a stable career-wise. You have some stability. So if you are looking for a job and you haven't found one yet, this is a good sign that you're going to get a stable job. Seems like the case if you're waiting for that, to hear that. Any type of projects also seem good news. They definitely seem like they're unfolding at a good pace or a good result. So you can keep a good eye out on that for your career or your finances. I'm curious about your finances. So let's see if we have a tying in card for your finances. I want this one. We have, the world. Wow. Very nice. So definitely, I think it feels very fulfilling, very whole. I feel like there's a lot of I feel like for most of you, if you're feeling some kind of recognition at your work, I feel like those two are tying really well. If you're waiting for something a result, I feel like it's a good result. It's coming to maybe even a completion, this result you've been pouring into a project for so long. I feel like it's a good sign. Very good sign. The world and the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like it's a recipe for success. So for May, definitely keep working at it too. The consistency builds up. So whatever you're working on, I feel like it's definitely coming into fruition very well, like with a lot of just good results, good success, good recognition, like from anybody, like your boss or your coworkers or even family, anybody. I feel like good signs are upon you. So it seems like we're starting off really well, career-wise and financially. Let's get into your... We're going to switch gears for a second and let's talk about your love life. Very interesting. I feel like you're doing nice. Like you're in for a good treat that we have for your love life. Wow, you guys are getting 10. Like you guys, group number 1, you're like really in for it for May. Hopefully you feel it too. 10 of Cups for your love life. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, it seems like it's a good time for love. So, you know, any of you in a relationship, just looking to hold on to your connections. If they feel good, you know, if they don't feel good, then let them go. But it seems like it's a good time for love, good time for connection, maybe even a good time for yourself, for that self-love, especially if you are like kind of leaving a relationship. If you're entering into a new one, I feel like it's a good time to hold on to that person that you kind of feel like a spark with, that you kind of click with. I feel like that's a good sign as well, 10 of Cups. Also, like, for a lot of you in a relationship, it might be time to like, you're moving into the next phase and it's moving in very well, especially with all these other parts aligning for you. Group number 1, I feel like it's a really good like time. Again, like I was saying before, like May is like a super like nice, happy month. For some of you, I feel like it is just a good bridging kind of month. So yeah, a lot of good energy there in May, and I hope you can feel it and also build upon it too if you're feeling good signs like in any of areas of your life, especially your love life too. Double 10s. So definitely a good manifestation and a good just kind of a cycle, a good turn. Even though this is the world, it's not the Wheel of Fortune, it's a good turn right now, especially. So yeah, look out for that. Really good energy there. But yeah, let's see what's up for your personal, like any kind of personal feelings, okay. Any kind of personal feelings or self-growth. Just see what's up there. 8 of Wands. Interesting. Look at all the snakes. But yeah, 8 of Wands. Really interesting for personal and just, you know, growing, I don't want to say growing pains, but just like it's an exciting, very fast time. I guess May might feel like the month might go by very quickly. So that's something to take note of. A lot of excitement. So if you have a lot of celebrations in May, a lot of new exciting parties or events, just to go with them, I guess just to like be in caution, you know. I feel like especially, I think I said growing pains. I just feel like if you're moving very quickly, sometimes it might feel a bit tangled up, you know, not growing pains, but like just a little bit jumbled, a little bit muddled. So yeah, just, it's a lot to look forward to, but just to take a step back if you feel like it's going super fast, or you feel like a lot of areas are just, I guess if they're feeling aligned, then just stick with it. But just to, you know, sometimes like, especially if you're making like a purchase, you know, I feel like that's a good example. If you're making a purchase and you're like, you're making a lot of them, just to like kind of be a conscious consumer, just be like, take a step back just to look at the picture, you know? But I feel like overall it's a good month for you, month of May. A lot of good building in your career, a lot of good building in your wealth, a lot of abundance, a love life as well, a lot of good happiness and some love and a lot of good alignment and clicking, and then a lot of exciting movement happening for you in the month of May. But yeah, let's see if we can just get any last info. I like to do that. Okay, I like to do that. Just to end off your reading with 9 of Pentacles. Wow, like I was saying, 10 of Pentacles just building in. I feel like this group, if you've done a lot of work or you're doing a lot of work, I feel like it's really paying off. Especially in May, you're going to feel like that person. You're going to feel really good. So yeah, I feel like this is a good sign to take in, just to feel a bit more secure and just know like you have all that, power inside you. You have a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of excitement. So like, don't like shy away, kind of grab it and just walk forward with it, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's get into some oracle cards. Grab the wrong cards, okay? But let's see. Let's get some oracle cards just to see how they can support you. Group number 1, I feel like hopefully you have no tensions. I feel like it's a really good month for you, of course. Let me just move this to the side in the way, but I feel like there's no tensions for you. You have a really good month ahead. Okay, I'm feeling this one. Ooh, paradise. Ooh, so it's feeling like a good overall energy and month. Like paradise, I feel like the summer energy is really hitting this group especially. I feel like just inside you're feeling good, and just in all the areas of your life, it looks like it's a good time for you. And honestly, maybe for some of you might be going on a trip and that's just like a reward, You have a reward for yourself, like you're really happy and you're just feeling good, feeling confident, feeling secure. I feel like that's like the vibe for the month. Yeah, I feel like that's the vibe for the month. So yeah, we have some paradise in for you. Take a break every now and then. Take a break and, feel some good vibes, some good vibrations for May, especially. I feel like May is a good traveling time as well. Lots of different areas are a bit sunny. We also have your guides, so that's interesting. So if you have any, if you're feeling very spiritual this month, you might be tuning in more to your guides, the universe, spirit, as well as seeing more signs out there. So we have 3 here, all about, expanding your mind. But I just think a lot of growth as well. But I think this group especially, you're growing like in a good direction. It's leading upwards. So if you feel like you've been putting in a lot of work, it's definitely moving up, and moving up quite rapidly, I would say. Moving up, it's very exciting. So yeah, listening into your guides, especially spiritually, and just, giving that reflection, like gratitude and journaling, and just taking a step to look, like we were saying, taking a step back, taking a step and looking into like what it is that you're doing and also how you're feeling. I feel like it's very good to be reflective in that way. And then also you can kind of listen and like tune into your own intuition in your mind, as well as listening into your guides. But yeah, we have very nice energy for your group number 1. I love that. But let's tune into some affirmations, and then we'll end off with some Taurus wisdom, because it is Taurus season. So let's see, what do we have for you? I feel really good about you guys. Like, I don't feel like worried for you guys, is what I'm trying to say, because you guys just seem like really set up very well. So here we have, I honor my self-worth by asking for what I want. So this group is definitely like feeling very secure, very confident. You go for what you want. You have the audacity to do the things that you want to do. You have the confidence, the strength, and all the knowledge, all the wisdom. Not always, but I feel like a good amount of you, it feels like you guys are very secure. So that's something to keep in mind throughout May, is that you feel very secure and you're moving on. You have a good sense of self. You honor yourself, and you go out there and you get what you want. Okay, you definitely do that in the month of May. Get what you want. But yeah, let's end off your reading, group number 1, with some Taurus. With some Taurus wisdom. Got these fun little zodiac cards, so I thought we'd get some. Ooh, I like this. We'll get some Taurus wisdom for you. So we have pretty moon, sun and moon, and it says shift in the balance. In the Indian tantric tradition, Matangi is one of the 10 Mavidya goddesses who are symbols of the path towards wisdom. She has always been depicted with the skin as green as nature because it is the color associated with knowledge and continual evolution. Look into the eyes of people as they grow to see the necessary evolutions. Well, I feel like that's also interesting with your guides too, so maybe read up about this goddess as well. Mahavidya, and the goddesses who are and Matangi. I hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, the goddesses and like toward the wisdom. So again, like we were talking about here, I feel like it's a good shift. You're very like evolving as well. I guess that's a good word. Evolution. You're really evolving. But yeah, listening into yourself, feeling really confident and just powerful. I feel like that's good, as well as like knowledge and the wisdom associated. Continual evolution. I feel like that's a good key word to listen into. Continual evolution. We're shifting, but we're also feeling very in harmony, very balanced. That's really good. I feel really happy for you, group number 1. I hope you feel happy too. But yeah, that's your little mini May prediction. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. We have your beautiful carnelian, feeling very passionate, very fiery, very energetic. I'll put that up here. Yeah, month of May is just always so nice. I was saying it's like always transitional, kind of the bridge between spring and summer, and just feeling good, feeling that sunshine. Nice, happy energy. So I hope you're feeling good, group number 2. I hope I said 2 and not 1. I'm sorry if I did. Group number 2. Okay, you're lovely and special. I'm so sorry. But yeah, thank you for joining me for your May monthly prediction. It's my first time doing this, but not my first time, but just for reading in general for other people. May monthly prediction. But the way we're going to do it is I'm going to go through each kind of category area of your life. So we'll talk career, finances, and you know how they go together sometimes, usually. So we'll go with that. We'll shift gears into love, and then we'll shift gears into your personal and some kind of self-growth. Maybe that's there. But yeah, we'll get a card for each area, and we'll see. We'll go from there. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and let's get a card. Okay. We have the Tower. Ooh, always a little bit of, not worrisome, but it's just kind of like, ooh, kind of a shocking, sometimes, a little bit shaking up. So maybe something in your job is being shaken up. Maybe you feel yourself that you want to shake up your career. Interesting time too. But nonetheless, you can always shake things up whenever you want. If you feel like now's the time, maybe that might be something you're thinking about in the month of May. Let me see. I feel like, yeah, there might be some changes in your job. The flowers, it's giving spring, so it's very good. It might be a good indication that there might be some changes, ups, maybe not you necessarily, but somewhat like the hierarchy in your work, or just like some kind of like maybe there's new management, maybe you're merging with another company, something like that, It might be a change that way where you have to navigate, but it seems like there's some change, there's some kind of shaking up. It could be good, it could be bad. It all depends on how you kind of react towards it and kind of how the situation is. It's not necessarily always going to be bad, but it's just going to be a little topsy-turvy shake-up in your work, basically. So be on the lookout for that in the month of May. Some kind of shaking up, which is interesting. But yeah, you could also be shaking up yourself, if you want a career change, or you want to maybe get a part-time job or try different industries. There's always some kind of shake up there. But yeah, let's see what your finance-wise. We have the Empress, so it's looking very nice. I feel like you might be conserving. I feel like that's just a good kind of word for the Empress. I feel like you're conserving. Might be a saving kind of month. So maybe you've noticed that you're kind of, how some people, they go on like no buys. I've tried it. It's not for me. I'm too weak for it. But maybe you might be pulling back and kind of saving just so you can spend more abundantly later. Or it could be that some of you want to kind of spend more on yourself. So for some of you, I see it as you're saving. And for some of you, I see it as you're spending. I forgot what I was going to say. You're spending, which is also nice because you got to take care of yourself. But if some of you have been taking care of yourself for too long, I feel like you kind of notice that. It's very intuitive. And this is kind of a sign where you might want to start saving a bit, especially if there's any kind of changes in your job as well. Just to be mindful of in the month of May. But yeah, taking care of yourself and saving, if you, for either or, whichever one resonates. That's kind of what I'm seeing financially. Otherwise, it's looking good. I feel like a little shaken up, but it's looking good financially. I feel like you're not losing anything, but you're just feeling abundant and kind of pouring into yourself. So that's always a good investment, is yourself. But yeah, let's shift some gears into your love life. See where that's gonna be in the month of May. Always exciting. I want this one. Feeling this one. Let's see. We have, the Ace of Wands. Very interesting. So definitely new energy. Again, spring always brings that new energy in. So if some of you are, in the spring love kind of new dating path, I feel like that's going to be really good. It's going to be a lot of people you'll meet. It's just going to all be new. So in May, I feel like if you're in the singles kind of stage, it's just going to be you're going to feel very, I put this down. You're going to feel very drawn to certain people. You're going to meet a whole bunch of people. It's just going to be a bunch of new, basically. Just a lot of new. I hope that was in focus. Oh gosh, I cannot see too well. I'll get some new lighting, but yeah, you're going to feel very drawn in to new people. I feel like that's good. That's a big thing I just see here. I don't know why. I feel like it's the black. It just feels like they're going to suck you in, So in the month of May, be kind of either wary or, just aware, that people will kind of suck you into their energy. It's going to feel just almost like, just kind of draw you in, kind of, you feel magnetized by them, mesmerized, there we go. You feel very mesmerized by them. I feel like that'll be something new. And then for all of you peeps in a relationship, I feel like it's just going to feel especially with the carnelian, if you have, if you're feeling like flat, it's going to feel very spark and very building up again in a rapid kind of way. And if you're feeling like maybe you're just taking new step progressions in the relationship, I feel like that's kind of new steps. Maybe you're young and you're going from high school dating to dating in your 20s, I guess. And if you're dating in your 20s, you're moving into your 30s, and it feels like a different progression. So I feel like you're just moving into a different stage. If you're dating, now you're moving in together. And if you're moving in together, maybe you're considering getting a pet. And there, a few years after that, it kind of all kind of snowballs. So I feel like the month of May might be a step kind of month where you're taking the next step, wherever the step is for you. I hope that made sense. But yeah, you're taking the next step. But yeah, we're shifting gears again to your personal and your self-growth. Let's see what's up there. I hope it makes sense. Sometimes I yap too much, but I feel like that's expected. We have the King of Swords here. So personally, I feel like you're going to feel very disciplined this month. I feel like you're really going in for what you want. It feels very like you're sure of yourself. Again, the King, very passionate, very, fiery energy. We also, the King Swords, but still Kings. I'm thinking King-wise, not sword-wise. King-wise, we're feeling very passionate and, energetic. The King is a leader, and he is very charismatic, I guess. I was going to say magnetic, but yeah, magnetic too. Leaders are magnetic. But yeah, you're feeling very good. I guess you're feeling more communicative with yourself as well as those around you. So I feel like this is more personality-wise than, more personality-wise. I feel like you're just feeling more, maybe you're stepping into more of that leader role. Just feeling more confident, strong, and determined, I feel. Very clear energy, very clear mentally. But yeah, you might be really stepping into like that powerful, like sure of yourself role. So that could also be tying back into like your career. You could be very like wanting to change, or maybe you're butting heads with people. It's just kind of like that. But yeah, I feel like you're communicative about what you want. You're feeling good and strong just about the direction of where you're going. So if there is an avenue of your life that you're kind of, or like some kind of project, maybe it's a person, or your finances, whatever it is that you feel very drawn in, I feel like you're gonna, you're gonna think, you're gonna have the clear head and just this confidence, the strength, and just the overall like the leadership archetype. You're gonna have that, the king archetype. That's what I'm trying to say, is like you're gonna feel very king power, very regal, very strong, and very determined. The king gets things done is essentially what I'm trying to say. So that's kind of like what I see for you in the month of May. So hopefully you're feeling good about that. Hopefully you are doing what you need to do. Oh, I forgot to get overall any last info. I forgot to do that. I was going to get your oracle cards, but last info, we have the 8 of Cups. So this is interesting. Again, we're tying it back to the Tower, just because I feel like the Tower was really like kind of like we don't know for sure, especially in your life. Like we can't really determine in the month, like throughout the whole month, because so many things might change. You could even change your mind like right now, and it could be something different. Like it leads you a different path. But I feel like this is really signaling that you really are leaving something behind. Like you're just done with it. I feel like it's just new energy, just a new sense of I'm done with this and I'm ready to leave it behind. I'm ready to move on. And that's where like the King of Cups, not the King of Cups, I keep saying every cup, but the King of Swords. The King of Swords really comes in because like the King of Swords, no nonsense. Like you're clear and you're going for it. So I think that's really important, especially, it's Taurus season, the King of Cups, Taurus. King of Cups, King of Swords. Sorry about that. I'm all over the place. 1,000 thoughts a minute, but second. But yeah, you're leaving something behind overall. But you're feeling very like confident in it. It's not a sad like kind of thing. It's just a very like, you needed this, essentially. You needed this and it was what it was meant to be. Yeah, I hope that made sense. Group number 2. Sorry, I want to say a lot of things, and then I'm like, what do I say first, But we have journeys. So yeah, I definitely think you're going on a new journey. It could be career-wise again. This could just be shaking up in different aspects, but I think you are leaving something behind for something better. For a nice journey, something cool, something nice. Maybe you're traveling, because we have 2 worlds here. So maybe you're traveling somewhere. That could be interesting. Travel and just discovering something new, learning something new. So a journey to I always use crochet because I'm trying to crochet, but I always use crochet as like some kind of art project as an example. Maybe you're getting better at that, like the piano or something there. Maybe you're getting better at public speaking. That could be something interesting, like something that maybe you're not as confident in. You're really trying to step into that king energy, that archetype we were talking about. Yeah, that king energy. So maybe you're on a journey of self-growth, or you're on a journey of just kind of chilling, Maybe we'll bring it back to the Empress, where you're just feeling like you need to nurture yourself and take care of yourself a bit more, kind of conserve. So maybe that could be an avenue as well for journey. So yeah. Let's see, we have, abundance. Wow, speaking of the Empress, but we have abundance. So that's really cool as well. We have the double 8s, so there's definitely movement, manifestation, very nice. So yeah, I think overall it's a good month for any kind of abundance relationship wise. I think these feel sensual. So relationship wise, monetarily, or just in your life, you're just feeling happier. I feel like that's a good sign. You're feeling happier, you're feeling more free, and you're feeling more confident and stable and determined. Yeah, hope that makes sense, and I hope you're feeling good for the month of May. Let's get an affirmation for good affirmation for the month of May. Let's see. Ooh, I want this one. There's two. We'll grab them both. Why not? We have, my power lies in my peaceful presence. And look at the sun shining again. May is just good. Like, go out and step out and outside. I don't like going outside. I'm gonna be real. I'm not too big on like going out in the nature, but I feel like that might be really good for you. Like very healing and just blossoming. I feel like all the flowers are really indicative of, you know, spring and summer, going outside and feeling that like clarity that we were talking about there. It's going to be really good for you, very healing. And we have, all that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. Whoa, words to live by. We have the sun shining as well. But I think that's really important too, especially, again, these two cards are really just hitting for me in this reading. I think the self-growth that, or like just like the amount of energy and just like mental clarity, or maybe even like discipline kind of that you need to like be at this stage in the king like area, and kind of letting go is really huge. So I feel like that for you is just a lot of growth. And then again, you know, just all the love, all that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. So I feel like it's really any kind of shake-ups, just anything that's coming your way, I feel like you're going to be very strong, very powerful about that. That's so good, group number 2. Like, really happy for you. Like, I feel like at first, like, you're not letting things knock you down. Like, you're getting back up, which is great. Ooh. Okay, let's get this one. Feeling good. So let's see what we have here. It says routine. Okay, it says the other 11 zodiac signs underestimate the reassuring peace found in routine gestures. When one event links to the next with a repetitiveness that's familiar to you, then your heart and mind are comforted. That's how to do it. So routines. Okay. And that's interesting that they brought it up like as well as peace. I feel like it's really interesting. So yeah, routine. It's very important. Again, self-care is important. Like trusting in yourself and just kind of like who you are. You know, how we were talking about, again, king archetype. I feel like it's very important to know who you are, stand up for yourself, and just feel very powerful and strong and determined. Yeah, but again, routines are always important. I feel like once your brain, if you're like that, type, like the Taurus energy, if you're a Taurus, you know, that energy is just like, you need the structure. I feel like it's good to build a routine, especially just in like one area of your life. Like if you need a morning routine, you know, if you consistently do that and you like just keep doing it. Like I have all types of routines and I just do them every day, and it's just, they all line up and they all make your days run smoothly. So the consistency and the balance in your life just feel all aligned. So yeah, routines. Maybe you're building that up in May. But yeah, that is your reading group number 2. I hope it was helpful. I hope there is some nuggets there for you, and just, you know, remember your affirmations. And yeah, I hope everything goes well for you. So thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. We have your beautiful rose quartz crystal. I'm just going to put that in the corner over there. Hopefully you can see it. But yeah, let's get a shuffle. Thank you for joining me on your May prediction. Very exciting. Now May, good energy, sun shining. I said this like all the time, but you know, May is like, kind of feels like the bridging kind of month for spring into summer. Ooh. Spring into summer. But yeah, I feel like it's just good energy. Like you feel really lit up, and it's just feeling good, soaking in all the sun and the good energy and the good vibration. So yeah, I'll get into your reading. We're structuring it as I'm going to pick cards for each category or area of your life. So we have career, finances, we'll switch gears into your love life, and then personal or self-growth, and then we'll also get just any last info that you might need. And yeah, we'll just get in. Get some cards for you, my May monthly prediction. Hope it's a good month for you, but let's go with this one. Let's see. Ooh, Two of Swords. So we're starting off career-wise. So career-wise, Two of Swords. So I feel like this could be either, maybe my first thought is maybe you're deciding between two job offers or two pathways. So let's talk job offers first. So maybe you're contemplating two different companies. Maybe you're thinking or two different, sectors or areas, whatever it may be, two different ones or multiple. It doesn't have to be just two, but in this case, it's like one direction or the other. It seems like you're contemplating two, especially if maybe in one of your jobs you're being promoted and then maybe you applied for a different job and now you're like, oh, but a new company wants me. So maybe that might be the case and you're deciding between two different jobs. Or, we could switch gears and you are, maybe you're looking for a job and you've applied for two jobs and now you're like, which one? You got the pick of the selection, which one do you want? You want company A or company B? And, make sure to take your time to understand each company, like how you'd fit into their work culture and just like their work and like how their system is. And, does that align with you, basically? Yeah, and then I think I was talking about what I want to bring back again. I'm always thinking like 1,000 thoughts at one time, but I think this one for different pathways, like maybe you're in school and you're thinking like you want to do engineering, but then the other part of you wants to do like musical theater. I don't know. Those are two very different things, but maybe you're thinking that. I think you're very contemplating that. So maybe take some time to, again, understand like what it is that you want in life. Like, where do you want to go? What do you see yourself doing career-wise? Because, again, those were very two different things. Like if we pick like engineering and maybe like computer science or something, I don't know, those seem more like closer together, more easily you can see the pros and cons, whereas like engineering and musical theater might be a little bit too much. So if you're in like school, there's a vast disproportion of differences. So yeah, if you're in school, that could be one way career-wise you're kind of contemplating. And job-wise, again, you might have a lot of job offers, so pick the one that aligns best with you and like your finance goals and all that. And also, I guess that goes both ways, whether you're up for promotion or something. But yeah, career-wise, it looks like you have a decision to make. Again, it could also be like maybe there's a project you want to go one direction or the other. Go with what feels intuitively best, I guess, for the situation, what you're planning, what you feel is good. Go with that, because again, you don't want to just choose one and then hope for the best career-wise. I feel like, especially if you're planning something with so many people, I think you want to take a step back and really like either research it or think about it. So yeah, career-wise, it's looking like a decision. Feeling this one, whatever it is, it's just sticking out. So finances, finances-wise, we're looking good. Ace of Pentacles. This is just a huge time for abundance. So maybe career-wise, whatever it is you're choosing, you're getting a new salary of some sort, maybe a higher salary. If there's some, maybe you have I don't know why, I'm thinking like if you have a side gig for some reason, I feel like maybe that's really bringing in some new streams of revenue for you. You could be opening up new streams of revenue. It could just be a new job, new streams of revenue, maybe your side gig, something like that. Maybe you're hoping for some project to work out. I feel like that's a really good sign financially. And then I feel like if you the aces, I feel like it's good if you have like an idea of something. That's why I said side gig. If you have an idea of something, I feel like you should be pouring into it a little bit more, because I feel like the reward will be really good. Like the outcome is going to feel good. Like you're going to feel the benefits. Whether it's in May or you're like building it up, I feel like it's still good. It seems good financially to build up. But yeah, new beginnings.
decisions to be made, and then, yeah, take actions on your ideas. I feel like it'll be good, especially all you side giggers. I feel like it'll be good for you. But yeah, let's switch gears into your love life. See what's up there. If there's any kind of new information for all you singles or all you lovebirds in a relationship. Let's see what's up for you. Ooh, 3 of Cups, looking good. I don't know why 3, I guess. I was talking with my friend. She's into like poly things, so I was like, oh wow, because I'm not, but I was like interested to hear her perspective about it. So maybe some of you, you're kind of not really poly things, but maybe you're trying new things out. That could be something interesting. Love-wise, maybe you're meeting new friends, so that could be nice. We all need good friendships, to feel happy and to feel more connected. So that could be also something happening in May. Maybe you're meeting a new friend, meeting new people as well. I feel like relationship-wise, maybe you are, having some more celebrations. So maybe there's some anniversaries happening. Don't forget to celebrate those. I feel like it's little things. Sometimes, it's just nice to celebrate each other and just like your relationship and just different milestones. I feel like that's always important. So if you're in a relationship and you feel like you haven't done something in a while, I feel like that might be good to just kind of, celebrate, take a day and like just appreciate your partner, and like they can appreciate you, and just like feel that good connectedness. I feel like that's really good for your love life in May, is just feeling connected. And then for all you singles, I feel like for some of you, you want to like really click with somebody. I feel like that is the main kind of keyword you want, is like connectedness. So somebody who you can click with. I feel like that's very important. And yeah, just meeting a lot of people. So maybe going out to like any of those spring events, any kind of parties, gatherings, say yes to going out more, going out and being out in the sun, and yeah, feeling connected. So maybe your friend will introduce you to someone, and you'll feel happy that you connected them. You were the connector. So yeah, or the connectee, why not? But saying yes to more events and just feeling all that good energy and just happiness that's being around. But yeah, let's see what we have for your personal kind of self-growth. Ooh, okay, we have 2 cards here. We have the Queen of Cups. Very interesting. We have the Queen of Cups and we have Strength. Queen of Cups and Strength. So it feels like, personally, I feel like you're really feeling good just inside. I feel like because the people here, they just feel good. So I think you're feeling good inside. You're feeling very connected again, more just intuitively and within yourself, just your power. You're feeling very connected. You're feeling very calm. Maybe even because we do have the Queen and Strength, we have more feminine energy. So maybe you're feeling more connected to your feminine side, just putting in more efforts into your looks. And in the last group, we talked about routine. So maybe you're just putting in more effort. Again, this Queen is very dolled up. So I'm just feeling like the energies are kind of aligning there. Again, just pouring into yourself. Yeah, I feel like that's very important. So in the month of May, we're pouring into ourselves. We're keeping up with our routines, whether that's beauty or whether that's personal. Because, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you look good. So those are 2 that tie in together. And I feel like you're really feeling strong and just confident, just strong and confident in the way you look and the way you present yourself. Yeah, I feel like that is a very good sign for you, group number 3. Let's just get any last info for you. Again, to wrap up the tarot portion of your reading, we have the 8 of Cups. Interesting. So I feel like it's just a good time to be yourself. That's what I kind of just thought. But I feel like it's just a good time to wrap up any loose ends and just kind of step into a new season, a new month, a new vibration. I feel like that is really important, just to wrap up overall. Yeah, just tying up loose ends is what I'm hearing. Tying up loose ends. Yeah, leaving behind anything that doesn't serve you, so you can move in and step in again to feel more powerful, to feel more confident and secure in yourself, and again, more connected. We're leaving behind maybe people so we can meet newer people to feel more connected. That could be the case. Or we're leaving behind one job to move into a new job so we can feel happier and also have more money. Because, yeah, we need money to do things, but yeah, that's just kind of what we have there. Let's get some oracle cards and kind of see where we're at. Get some more info about that. Ooh, okay, we have fire. Whoa. And look at like this person's outfit. Feeling very just in tune, very like cool energy, you know. It kind of reminds me again of strength and the Queen of Cups. I feel like yeah, you might be trying out a new style. I feel like that might be good for May. Again, we're leaving behind the winter outfits already. Winter outfits. We're leaving behind all those sweaters and kind of like rainy season clothes to wear, you know, t-shirts and shorts and things. So I feel like that's really important there. Judging up your style. I was like, what's the word? Judging up your style. There we go. Just kind of your looks. Maybe you're getting a haircut. Maybe you're testing out some new makeup or, you know, perfumes. It doesn't even have to be like makeup. It can be perfumes or anything like that. But yeah, I feel like we're stepping in and feeling very confident in our style and our appearance. And again, you don't like know, like you'll never know like how you look in a bob unless you like either cut your hair or put on a wig or something, right? So I feel like it's good to like experiment with what you never tried before and see what you like and see what you look good and feel confident and strong in. So that's what I see here in fire for your looks. But we also have home. Oh, that's nice. Home. So yeah, just again, I feel like this tying in with the Three of Cups, we're feeling very strong and connectedness, you know, feeling very balanced and feeling in harmony. Home, whatever home is for you, I feel like that is something that's going to be more prominent in the month of May. Like maybe you feel comfortable going home and then, you know, doing your beauty routine or something, you know, just, you know, maybe you don't dress up like to go out, but you dress up for yourself at home and it feels really good. Or you're dressing up your home. Maybe that is something that you're doing. You're decorating your home or making it more friendly so people can come over and you can have more gatherings or things like that, you know, especially if you live like, maybe you live downtown and you're like, I never invite people over because my space isn't how I want it to be. So maybe you're rearranging your home and you're feeling very good about that so you can have more gatherings and things like that. But yeah, home. Something to keep a note in the month of May. Again, May. The month is long, so yeah, all these little nuggets here and there, different areas of your life. But yeah, let's end off your reading with a affirmation. Ooh. An affirmation. Oh wow, this came up for group 2. My power lies in my peaceful presence, and this really ties in again with home, and also maybe a little bit of this. You know, the sun is shining, and you are a star. So I feel like home. If you're feeling peaceful, I feel like it starts at home. It starts with yourself too, but at home with yourself, I feel like it starts there just to feel like your power and you're feeling peaceful and calm, and then it kind of spreads out into different areas of your life. Yeah, that's really nice. Well, let's end off with some Taurus wisdom and see what we have for you. Thank you, group number 3, for joining me. But we have this pretty cat and this pretty lady. Here, we have some Taurus wisdom. It says, oh wow, hearth and home. So very important, home. If there is a zodiac sign that knows what hearth and home Hearth and home means it's Taurus. You realize how lucky you are to have someone leave a warm plate of food and a glass of wine on the table. It's this warmth that you must keep in mind right now. So again, connectedness, I feel like that's really important here. Connecting with yourself, connecting with your friends, family, your loved ones, your lovers, I guess, your lover or lovers, and just feeling, good, comforting for the soul. So I feel like that's really good there. But yeah, thank you so much, group number 3. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. We have your golden healer moon. Super nice. Put that up here. Hopefully it stays and you can see that. But thank you so much for joining me for your May monthly reading, monthly prediction. May, very nice month, very sunshine and just feeling like good energy, new renewal. It's the beginning of the month, so maybe you're feeling a bit powerful there. But yeah, very good month. We're almost into summer. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. So the way we're going to do the reading is I'm going to have different categories. So we'll talk different areas of your life. We have career, finances, your love life, and personal or kind of self-growth, and then any kind of last info we'll get for your reading. But yeah, we'll start off with your career. Let's just get into that. We have Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay. So a lot of new beginning energy. Yeah, I'm feeling good energy. So if you're starting a new job, I feel like you're going to really like it. That's just the kind of the vibes I'm getting from this bird. And if you're starting a new job, you're going to really like it. If you are if you've been working a job and you kind of haven't been feeling too secure about it, I feel like you're going to feel really aligned because you're moving into some kind of new area, new project, or maybe there's some new management or new people showing up. So you're feeling really connected there. Feeling good because of that new renewal kind of energy. So yeah, feeling good about that. I wanted to say something. Did I talk about that? I think I did. Oh gosh, I forget. I'll escape my mind. It'll come back. I was going to say something and then I forgot what I was going to say. This bird keeps distracting me, but yeah, I'm feeling good. So if there's if you're starting a new job, it's going to be like a good group of people, I feel, or like a good job. You're going to feel like you like it a lot. And if there's any kind of renewal in your job, some kind of like new management or new work, like supervisor, manager, or coworkers, I feel like it's going to be really good for you. And just feeling more happy at your job. So finances wise, we have Queen of Cups. Super fun. A lot of cup energy. So I feel like the flow is flowing. It's feeling peaceful. Yeah, it's feeling peaceful, gentle. I feel like that is where we're at. Peaceful, gentle. So finances wise, I feel like you're good, you're strong. Your job's pouring in. If you have, again, like a part-time job or a side job, it's going to be pouring in for you. Yeah, I feel like there might be some kind of decision. I feel like the cup, it's like there's some kind of thing you need to pour into just a tad bit more to really see more fruition of like some abundance. So I think you want to be pouring in your cup, some to your job and some to this other thing, where you feel there will be some abundance growing. So I feel like it's brewing. It's been brewing and it's brewing, and if you feel very open about it, I feel like it'll be springing out very well is what I'm saying. The cups feel really like just flowy and very intuitive. So something to keep in mind with the cups and your career and finances wise. I hope that made sense. It's just like to pour yourself more into like these different avenues. I feel like it'll really spring up the abundance. So I hope that made sense. But let's switch gears into your love life and see what we have there. We have the, oh wow, Ace of Pentacles. That's funny, but we have the Ace of Pentacles again. New beginnings all around, group number 4. I feel like, again, this is good energy. So we'll start off with the singles. If you're moving in, new energy, new people, okay, you might be meeting people at your job. That could be office romance, you know, a little risky, but, you know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but, potential office romance, potential job romance, meeting new friends, that could be a potential thing. Again, there's a lot of new energy. So month of May, you're probably meeting a lot of new people. Make sure to go out about to meet those new people. You can't actually meet them at home. We shouldn't be limiting our minds. You can meet them online. That is very big these days, and most of the days. You can meet them online. So I guess if you do want to try like the apps or the websites, the apps, I don't know actually, but you can try the apps, or like those group things. Not Groupon. What is it called? Like the event websites. You can go there and meet people there. But yeah, going out is very important. I just feel like in the month of May, you're supposed to be out and about. So, you know, even if you're going to like the thrift store or something, just being out and about, or going to get a coffee, you know, just being out and being open to all the opportunities that are out there for you. If you're in a relationship, I feel like, again, it's just good to go out and be with your partner, out anywhere. I feel like, again, if you and your partner have been discussing something, I feel like it's good to like act on that. Like if you're like, I want to go to Japan, then I feel like you should like be taking steps to kind of build that vision so it becomes a reality. So I feel like that is something you might be working on in your love life. Some kind of new wave of energy. I don't know why. I saw the mountains and I was like, Japan. But yeah, that's just something there that some of you might feel. And for some of you, I definitely feel like you should be going out and about. I don't know why. I feel like again, Aries energy, Taurus energy is very strong here. Water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancers. That could also be prominent. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could also be very prominent. So keeping an eye out there. But yeah, let's see what's up for your personal life. Really interesting to see. Let's see. Ooh, Ten of Swords again. The new energy is really hitting. So, new beginning energy again. Being out and about. They're out and about. So maybe this is about trying something new, because I see dartboard. This could be something about trying something new and kind of like being a bit silly and just like, you know, I'm very much like a perfectionist kind of person. Like we can't be perfect at everything, right? Like even with this, I'm not always perfect with it, right? But like I try, and you too, like if you want to play basketball, but you're like, I don't know how to throw the ball, you know? You gotta try. Like you can expect yourself to be an NBA player when you've never played basketball before, right? So you gotta like, you know, sometimes you have to make a fool of yourself to like be at a good position, I guess, if that makes sense, right? Like you gotta like try and fail to succeed is essentially what I'm trying to say. And sometimes you'll fumble, you know, sometimes you'll go out and maybe you'll ask somebody out, right? And you'll kind of make a fool, but that's, you know, sometimes that's endearing, you know. You never know, like everyone's cup of tea is different. Like some people like green tea, some people like what's it called? Not matcha. That's green tea. Some people like, you know, Earl Grey. Everything is different. People are different, and you should not be afraid to make a fool of yourself, to try and, you know, keep trying and putting in the effort, because, you know, at the end of the day, you will work up a lot of courage and strength, and you will succeed. Just sometimes it might not be right away, and sometimes it might be, but you never know unless you try. But yeah, let's get your just any overall info that we want to hear just to wrap up the tarot of your reading. And we have the Empress. Ooh, I like that. Empress and the Queen of Cups energy. But yeah, I don't know. May feels like a really healing kind of a month. So I just feel like you're feeling very like bright in the sun. I don't know. It's giving like Leo energy where you're just feeling like you're feeling yourself, but you're feeling very good and just confident and strong. That's just kind of how I feel with the not the Queen of Cups, a little bit Queen of Cups, but the Empress. I just feel like you're feeling very strong and feeling happy. You're very open and just in all avenues of your life. You're feeling very open, a lot of love pouring in, creativity is just shining through. So I just feel like it's good to pour into yourself as well. How we were talking about the cups, you're pouring into different kind of avenues, like different career or finance projects, whatever. You're also pouring into yourself. I feel like that is just the very big theme we've been seeing in these readings is pouring into yourself, into your beauty, your finances, just all areas of your life, feeling very full. Feeling very full, very nurtured, and very strong. So yeah, that is kind of what we have here for you, group number 4. Let's get some oracle cards to kind of see what else we have. Ooh, that was not a good shuffle. Kind of. Let's see what kind of info we have here for you in the month of May. I'm feeling this one. I did tap on me a little bit, but I shoved it back in. We have the world is yours. Wow. That's interesting. Especially if we think about it like the world. As well, we have double threes. So just expansion again, growth. I feel like for some of you, you know how I said like you can't be perfect the first time, but it's not always the case. But sometimes you have to make a fool of yourself, or you have to like stumble to like and trip to succeed. I feel like the more you do that, the more you feel like on top of the world. Like the more the world is your oyster, that kind of energy. So I feel like the more you pour into yourself, the more you feel like you can do anything. And that's really powerful and strong. That's showing up in May. So yeah, you're pouring into yourself, really expanding and growing, especially if you're someone who's more like reserved. Yeah, you just gotta be silly sometimes. You just gotta try. I feel like that's just a big thing. Sometimes you just gotta try, and it either works out or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, you can always try again. So that's something to really be mindful of. And we have nature. So again, we're going out into nature. That is important. The sunshine. Maybe you're taking a step into the gardens. Again, Empress as well. Maybe you're have a garden of yourselves. Maybe you're seeing like the blossoms on the lake or something. I'm seeing that here. So maybe you're seeing those little blossoms there, or you're seeing wheat growing, the berries. That's just something, maybe that's a project you are in taking, but something about nature. So hikes, lakes, camping, just being out and about. Again, mountains, maybe you're going to Japan or something there. That could be interesting, or planning. So, it's in the stages, it's growing. So that could be something there. But nature feels very healing, very good for the soul as well. Being out with the sun. So yeah, that's really important, really interesting. Gift number 4. I'm excited for you. I feel like it's a good progression as well. And definitely, like I was saying, it's like flowy energy for you. So especially, because this person is in the water, so it's feeling very flowy. But yeah, let's get a affirmation for you. And just to see what okay, we have 2. Just to see what's some powerful affirmations. So we have, creativity flows from me. I am a divine creator. Wow, that's really powerful, right? You are a divine creator. And we have here, it says, all is well. Everything is working out for my highest
good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe, by Louise Hay. So that's a really important message there. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I'm safe. And I feel like that's really ties in with, again, just kind of like your personal growth there and like your overall energy. Just, things are working out, even if it doesn't feel like it is. So, sometimes we think like, oh, this is the end all be all, but it isn't. Like, things will keep changing and they'll keep growing and becoming better for you. And I really feel like you'll feel that in the month of May. But yeah, let's get some Taurus energy because it is Taurus season. And let's see. Oh, this is nice. Let's see what last message we have from the zodiac. So we have focus. Your mind is focused, but can also span various levels of thought. This is true focus, staying open despite a clear objective, just like Mercury, that winged divine messenger god, who was the only one who could travel in all three worlds, of the living, of the dead, and of the gods. You need to be aware of every secret. Interesting. Focus. Just like I was saying, yeah, it said something, staying open despite a clear objective, staying open to all the opportunities and all the outcomes, So again, I feel like one thing happens, you'll pivot and it'll be okay, right? Like it'll be a smooth transition. Like we're talking about the flow. We're on one boat, something knocks it down, we'll get on another boat and we'll move a different way, different trajectory. But yeah, we're focusing in on what is important to us in May in all different areas of your life and just being out and about and spreading your blooms, spreading your creations. That way, again, it doesn't have to be gardening. It can be other things like painting or making pottery or something, But yeah, that is your reading group number 4. I hope it was helpful. I hope it can bring in some wisdom for you. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.